During the game, Dez tweeted, George Pickens, I want you to understand that whenever it's time to negotiate your new contract, your legacy will be worth more than being the highest paid receiver. If you stayed in Dallas, there's a lot more to the thought process, but think about it.
Hey, Dez, I love you, but you know how Jerry is when it comes to paying a player his true value. George Pickens has one time to maximize everything he can get. It's not going to come from Jerry.
How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, born to battle. Star on our chest means we never settle. America's team through thick and thin. When the star shines bright, that's when we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. And after the performance of George Pickens in a 33-16 blowout the Dallas Cowboys put on the Las Vegas Raiders, people are discussing George Pickens' ultimate fate when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, hopefully offering him a contract. Well, during the game, Dez Bryant tweeted out to George Pickens asking him to take his legacy into consideration when making the decision during this upcoming free agency. On last night's episode of Nightcap, Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ocho Cinco Johnson spoke about what Dez Bryant had to say and gave their perspective on it. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's go ahead and take a listen to the first clip from last night's episode of Nightcap.
Yes, I'm not going to say I can't say, because 2 things, I'm a firm believer, 2 things can be true.
Yes.
I just remember when Dez got his contract, Dez was the highest paid player. He didn't take, he wasn't worried about his legacy. He didn't. Dez was the highest paid. Go look it up, chat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's going to be interesting to see, because 2 things can be true. Dez like, okay, his legacy, but is Pitt going to be one of these guys that we talk about like we do Randy Moss, like we do Jerry Rice, like we do Fitzgerald, like we do Calvin Johnson?
And listen, the way he's playing right now, he possibly could. He possibly could be.
Okay.
I know one thing, forget the conversation pieces. Those are cute. The legacy, yeah, that's cute too. But you can't eat with that. Pay no bills with that. It's great when you're in the barber shop and we talk about, when we talking football with the fellas. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fine and dandy. It's a good thing. It's a great conversation piece.
Yeah.
But that legacy,
oh boy, here we go, Cowboys Nation. You just gotta throw Dez under the bus like that, don't you? Let's go ahead and keep it a buck, though, Cowboys Nation. I don't think any of these players going up for their first major contract is thinking about what their legacy will be as they hang up their cleats for their final run in the NFL. Frankly, I don't think they should be thinking of that, Cowboys Nation. If it were me, I'd be looking at getting what my talent says that I should be getting. If I'm going to be playing like a top 3 wide receiver, then I want to be paid like a top 3 wide receiver. I won't necessarily have to be the highest paid, but I do want to help the market continue to increase just to be able to hit that thing again in another 4 years down the road. But jumping into the second clip, Shannon Sharpe talks about his and Chad Ochocinco's legacy in the NFL. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that so we can come back and talk about it. Roll the clip.
Making sure.
You know what your legacy is, Ocho? Your last name what?
Johnson.
Your last name Johnson.
Yeah.
You got 7 others, last name Johnson. Your legacy is what the hell you do for them and how you leave them situated after you long gone.
Come on, man.
NFL legacy. My kids can't eat that. They can't go to private school on that. They can't go to college on what I did in the NFL.
Come on.
My legacy is what I've done for the name on the back. Shannon Sharpe. Yes, I played my ass off for the Broncos because they compensated me handsomely. I played my ass off for the Ravens. They compensated me handsomely. But my last name, I got people that's depending on me, and I need to put them in a better situation than what my parents and grandparents could put me in. That is my legacy.
That's your legacy now, Shannon Sharpe. I don't think that when you came into the league, your rookie contract, when your rookie contract was up, I don't think you were thinking about your kids and your grandkids and setting them up, setting generations up. I don't know if you were thinking about that. I mean, only you know. But make no mistake about it, Shay Shay. That's probably George Pickens' thought when it comes to his legacy as well, but you gotta keep it a buck. You scalded Dak Prescott for making as much as he did in the NFL and not taking pay cuts for the Dallas Cowboys to help better the team. You talking heads get on here talking about Dak Prescott all the time, saying he's the black Kirk Cousins, but now players should be getting everything that they can from an organization? You see the hypocrisy here, Cowboys Nation? You should only get the most when it's not the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. I get it, Cowboys Nation, I get it. But let's go ahead and jump into the third clip so we can get into this raw and uncut.
Woo! Hey, it ain't even Sunday, boy, but you preaching, you hear me? Boy, you spitting that hot fire. Hey, give me one more verse now. Give me, just add something to that.
And the legacy, that's what I want my legacy to be.
Yes, sir.
I want my legacy to be, what did Shannon Sharpe do for his family? How did he leave them situated? Shannon Sharpe has been gone 25 years,
yes,
40 years. Man, in 35 years, ain't nobody gonna be talking about hoop. Man, you remember 3 for the Cowboys? Nah. They're gonna remember George Pickens' grandkids and great-grandkids like they do the Rockefellers, like they do the Kennedys.
Now
that's their legacy.
That's a legacy.
All right, come on. Let's not act as if it was your legacy coming out of college and before you got your first real NFL contract, because if it was, did you have any chains? Did you spend your money on cars and homes and things like that for yourself? Or did you do it just to better your family? You know what? Let's go ahead and get into it, Cowboys Nation. Y'all ready for this raw and uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, raw and uncut.
I'm being keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
I'm going to keep it a buck, Cowboys Nation. George Pickens is going to demand a hefty amount to stay with the Dallas Cowboys. He's certainly going to want more than what Jerry Jones gave CeeDee Lamb. During the episode of Nightcap, Chad Ochocinco said that he had spoken to George Pickens to maximize his earnings when it comes to this upcoming contract. So y'all know, with David Mulugeta being his co-agent and Trevor Smith being his agent for Athletes First, George Pickens is going to command something north of $35 million. The thing is, Cowboys Nation, GP3 deserves every single penny of what the Dallas Cowboys are willing to give him. The way he plays this year, he deserves one of the biggest bags as a wide receiver, and if I were Jerry, I'd give it to him because this offense can run like a well-oiled machine with him in the lineup. You don't have a huge contract that you have to worry about until 2028, and by that point, the salary cap could possibly be over $300 million. Where I think Dez Bryant was coming from, he was coming from that type of role. That role saying that I've been there and I don't want you to fall down that same rabbit hole. Shannon Sharpe spoke about how Dez Bryant commanded the highest paid contract when he was with the Dallas Cowboys by signing a 5-year, $70 million contract when it was his time to cash in on his first contract. 3 years after signing that deal, he was released by the Dallas Cowboys. Unfortunately, we didn't draft George Pickens, and we only have this year to really evaluate his performance and importance to this Dallas Cowboys offense. But Dez sees what this young man could be for this Dallas Cowboys offense and wants him to remain a Dallas Cowboy. I don't blame him one bit because that's what I and a number of people in Cowboys Nation want too. I want him to be here, try to help this team finally get over the hump after 30 years, finally get a championship after 30 years. That doesn't mean that he should be taking a pay cut at his first time at the bag, Cowboys Nation. So I do agree with Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco, but I don't agree with their motives, Cowboys Nation. They're talking about stuff from hindsight, thinking about their kids and their grandkids. But when they first entered the league, there were no kids or no grandkids to speak of. It was all them and probably their mom and their dad. But other than kids, that's it. Also, If legacy wasn't a driving force for some of these players coming out of college, why are they trying so hard for a Super Bowl? Why aren't they just trying so hard to get the bag? You know what I'm saying? Why are they trying hard to be the best at their position? Shouldn't it just be about the money? Is it strictly for the money? Because if it is, why don't Shannon Sharpe advocate for every single player to maximize their earnings? I've heard him say Kirk Cousins doesn't deserve the money that he made. I've heard him say Dak Prescott doesn't deserve the money that he made. All of a sudden, you're worried about what a Dallas Cowboys player would be earning and you should maximize the earnings? Honestly, Cowboys Nation, I feel that people will poison the well in order to have a team not do well. He's spoken about Tony Romo getting paid but not having the playoff wins to back up that pay. He said the same thing about Dak Prescott, but not once have I heard him comment on Justin Herbert back in 2023. Why? Because it's not fashionable to talk about the Los Angeles Chargers. So let's not act as if George Pickens' family legacy is as important as what Shannon Sharpe is making it out to be. Like I said, I'll agree with him that GP3 should get everything that he's asking for, but I bet my bottom dollar that if George Pickens played for the Denver Broncos, Shannon Sharpe's tune would change up quick. So Pickens, when it's time for you to go out there and get your bread, get all of your bread. Don't allow Jerry Jones to talk you into a team-friendly discount because he wouldn't do the same for you. Even with the salary cap, the contract can be negotiated and signed and you can remain a Dallas Cowboy without having to give any team-friendly discounts. I respect Dez Bryant and what he's trying to do. You can tell his love runs super deep for the Dallas Cowboys, even though I feel they did him dirty. I just feel that a top player going into his first contract negotiation should be told to swing for the fences. If the Dallas Cowboys want to retain George Pickens' services, they will get him the number that he is comfortable with. If not, some other team will. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Cowboys Nation, what do you feel about what Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco Johnson had to say? Do you feel that Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys will get a deal done with George Pickens this coming off season? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comment section. If you're digging this content and you want to help the channel reach its current goal of 20,000 subscribers, drop a like on this video, share this content, and if you're on your mobile device, make sure you hype this video. Doing so will help the channel even more when it comes to getting this content out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans. And if you are DC for life and you want to see Jerry Jones spare no expense in keeping George Pickens on this Dallas Cowboys team, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdowns, or Madden 26 or College Football 26 gameplay. There will come a time where George Pickens' legacy will come into play, but now it ain't that time, Cowboys Nation. Let's allow this young man to get his first payday before we start asking him to take a team-friendly discount. I get where Dez Bryant's coming from, but he has to set himself and his family up first. Once he's established financially, then we can worry about his name and his legacy and how he will be remembered in NFL history. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys Fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.